What is cancer?
Cancer.
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 The cells that make up your body only live for so long before they must be recycled and replaced. This is part of the natural process of life. However, sometimes, during cell division, the new cell may mutate and begin acting as its own separate organism. Instead of working with the rest of the body to stay healthy overall, the cancer cell, instead, begins to prioritize its own survival and division over the rest of the body and will begin dividing and budding out of control, creating tumors and hijacking blood vessels to leech off your body and grow and reproduce at your expense. What is capitalism?
Capitalism.
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 Capitalism?
An economic system where the means of production, businesses, land, etc., are owned privately by an individual or individuals, single owner, shareholders, the state, etc., for the purpose of generating profit for said owner or owners. Capitalism is not the market, the concept of trade, or even running a business, despite what you may have been told. When a cancerous tumor forms, it becomes like a separate organism that lives inside the body. It does not care about you and only sees your body as a resource which it can exploit to keep feeding and growing itself at the expense of your body. It started out as a part of you, working cooperatively as needed with the rest of your body, until it mutated into a self-serving parasite, exploiting the work of the rest of your body for itself, so that it can keep growing and feeding and multiplying forever, until it is either stopped or it kills you both. When a business is started, it is often to serve a need in the community, manufacturing, food service, land cultivation and construction, etc., but only if it can be done profitably. While it may serve a use, this is secondary to the pursuit of profit. What is profit?
Profit.
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 Profit is the surplus value generated when useful labor is applied to raw materials, ingredients, land, etc., or in the form of services, travel, entertainment, hospitality, etc., by workers, slaves, machines, computers, so that the owner or owners can sell the fruits of that labor on the market for less than the cost of that labor. The difference between the cost of business, including the wages for workers, and the revenue gained from that labor is called profit. Profit is unpaid wages taken at the expense of workers.
I want to thank every Amazon employee, because you guys paid for all this. You guys paid for all this.
Cancer cells exploit the healthy cells of the body, taking nutrients and blood to feed and expand itself at the expense of the rest of the body. When certain businesses become profitable enough, they can be sold privately to another owner or publicly on the stock market. When a business goes public, the goal of profit totally overtakes any other goals. It is no longer even tangentially about providing a useful product or service, but making money at all possible costs, and making more and more money over time, even if all they can do to increase profits and make more money is lay off workers, cut corners, or pay lower wages. If a public business does not consistently return higher and higher profits for the shareholders over time, the CEO can be fired, sued, or potentially even charged with a crime, the crime of not achieving continuous, infinite growth. Cancer is uncontrollable growth.
Fairy tales of eternal economic growth.
Cancer grows until it destroys both the host and itself.
Eternal economic growth.
Many economists think that an eternally growing economy is necessary.
Capitalists are always growing. Growth, growth, growth. Growth is a fetish in capitalism.
Capitalism requires infinite growth. Growth is essential to capitalism.
A healthy tumor means an unhealthy body. Cancer does not stop growing on its own. In order to stop cancer, the parasitic tumor must be completely destroyed. Either all cancerous cells die so the body can live, or both the body and the tumor die. Capitalism is not the market, the concept of trade, or running a business. Capitalism is
Eternal growth.
Capitalism is
Cancer.
workers create value with their labor. Capitalists steal wealth by exploiting that labor. Workers create value. Capitalists create
Cancer.
It must be completely destroyed.